respectability politics is the reason why a lot of young girls and young boys in high school who aren't popular and are very much still in that awkward phase of puberty, they look at the popular girl in their school who gets all the attention from all the guys, and they say to themselves, well, she probably has low self esteem anyway. She's probably as dumb as a rock. She's probably gonna peak in high school. She's so basic that I bet you in 20 years she's gonna be in a bad marriage with 6 kids and have put on 200 pounds. Now, there's nothing wrong with having 6 kids and gaining 200 pounds. But what are you going to do when you do meet that popular girl from high school 12 years later and she has a successful, thriving career? She's in a beautiful relationship and she looks just as good. No, she looks better than the last time you saw her in high school. Megan Thee Stallion and Lori Harvey have one thing in common: they date like men. And men, alongside with women with low standards, simply cannot handle it. Also, I'm going to be reading off my iPad, so if you don't like it, I can't do anything else. The fact that people are so mad about Megan's relationship with Klay Thompson, because from what we, the humble public, have seen, she's with a man who doesn't appear to be an egotistical, manipulative, exploitative, explosive maniac. And that really has a lot of men and women in their feelings, and I just don't understand it. So many grown men and women are mad that she has a boyfriend who is perceived to be a very good guy. And I say perceived because I don't believe in couple goals. Listen, until the day that I can transform into a housefly and sneak into these people's houses and take a peek behind the curtains and see what really goes on in these relationships. Anyhow, Megan is with a guy who was perceived to be a really genuine nice guy. And this has really been disturbing a lot of people's spirits.
Well, I'm still pissed Klay Thompson apologized for being late to picking up Megan Thee Stallion from the airport. This nigga was, oh, shucks, babe. Oh, shucks, babe. I'm sorry for being late. Nah, they want you to be soft like that. She got cuz on camera. Oh, shucks, babe. I'm sorry for being late. Here's some flowers. I'm sorry for being late. Man, I'm late. Get in the car. I'm here. I'm not apologizing for being late unless I'm like 2 hours late or something, but I'm just a tad bit late. I'm not apologizing. What the fuck are we on? And he said, oh, shucks, babe. I'm late. Here's flowers.
I'm sorry I was late, babe. Damn it. I'm sorry. I thought I timed it well. I'm sorry. There's no excuse.
Cuz what? Oh, sorry, babe. Oh, shucks, babe. I'm sorry, babe. We lost him, y'all. We lost him.
Who the fuck wants a man in their house? I wouldn't.
If you think apologizing on camera makes you a simp, like Megan came on the scene saying that she was gonna do real hot girl shit. So why are people surprised that she's moving the way that she does? Because there are a lot of women rappers who talk a lot of talk in their rap lyrics, but when we take a look at their real lives, they're moving very differently. Some of them claim that they're not loyal to any man, but then we see them clinging onto the arm of a man who was repeatedly cheating on them. They rap about how they're that girl and then they go online crashing out because their man done cheated on them for the 80th time that year. Some of them are even very poetic when they sing about how men ain't shit. Then they turn around and have multiple kids with very disappointing men. And yes, children are a blessing. But when those are the fathers, girl, city girls this, city girls that. But when Sean told you to jump, you said how high. Over there holding a sign that says, go papi. And this man didn't even mention you. This demon didn't even mention you in his speech. I think that there are so many women rappers that have allowed a man to be their downfall. And I hate that for them. Like so many of these women, they refuse to cut out the parasite from their life until it's too late. For example, Mary J. Blige, Cardi B, and some of these women, well, they may never cut out the parasite from their life. Nicki, what's good? And I personally think that a lot of men feel satisfied with the fact that From what we can see, no matter how much talk a lot of these women rappers do, most of them still do the dumbest shits. The absolute dumbest shits for their man. In my opinion, that is where Megan Thee Stallion and possibly other women rappers that I don't know of, that is where Megan is different. In my opinion, a lot of people are mad because this far in the game, Megan has not made any of the very common mistakes that young and incredibly talented women in the entertainment industry make. Mistakes that often end up changing the trajectory of their career. Mistakes that often involve a man. Megan is now 30 years old, I believe. She hasn't become a baby mama for a very disappointing man. She hasn't stuck by a cheater. She hasn't gotten married to a bum boyfriend and then made said bum boyfriend her manager. She hasn't married anyone below her status and then helped fund several of his businesses that have now closed down, and is now currently in family courts with that pathetic man, debating an ironclad prenup, is also trying to get custody of their kids just so he can get child support because he's 52 and he knows his career isn't going anywhere, allegedly. The only stain that Megan has on her career is that she was briefly intertwined with that ugly, delusional leprechaun with a Napoleon and victim complex. How you got a Napoleon and victim complex? And she was able to overcome that even though so many angry, bitter, grown men and women were trying to persecute her as if she was the one on trial. I mean, this month alone, in December, people were commenting under Milagros' post saying, "You go, girl, we're rooting for you, free Tory Lanez." Is Tory paying you guys? Is there some secret payment scheme that I'm not aware of? Y'all have to be on a payroll or something. Because that's the only explanation I can think of. Y'all have to be getting paid. Because there's no way you think that a felon who was caught holding a weapon should be the symbol for why the justice system isn't fair to black men. A felon caught holding a weapon, caught holding a pew pew. Megan Thee Stallion is now 30 years old, and I think that it's safe to say that a lot of people thought she'd fall off by now, and that's the truth. I mean, there's so many celebrities who have been like just absolutely pushed to the forefront, and now people are like, "Oh, she still exists? Oh, Megan hasn't fallen off yet. Face card hasn't declined. Edges still intact. Body still T. Somehow she just gets hotter and hotter. Personally, women in her 30s and 40s, that's the hottest demographic of women, like to me, and I personally cannot wait till I enter my 30s. Like she left Tori's raggedy munchkin ass and she's been touring. She made a bikini line. She had some acting roles. She graduated, got her bachelor's, and she even guest starred and performed on one of the most watched seasons of Love Island. She came on the scene saying that she was gonna do some real hot girl shit. Even after the tragic passing of her mother, and even after that little tumble with that delusional leprechaun, Megan has stayed on her grind and has continued to just do more hot girl shit. And now the passion and fire of hate has been reignited by the fact that she seems to be in a healthy relationship. She's in her lover girl era. And it's pissing a lot of people off. If I'm being honest, I couldn't really get into her new song, Lover Girl, but then I heard it in the background of a Jujutsu Kaisen TikTok edit, and now I think that song is amazing. I mean, is there anything a TikTok edit of hot anime men can't fix? Let me just come out and say this as well. I honestly don't care that Megan may have cheated on Party. Like, if Megan did cheat on Party, what about it? What about it? If you feel offended by the fact that I'm not holding her accountable, if you feel offended by the fact that I'm not trying to hold Megan Thee Stallion accountable for maybe possibly cheating on Party, I need you to remember that this is the For Women's Rights and Women's Wrongs show. Over here on this side of the internet, if it is legal and a man has done it, I see no problem at all with a woman doing the same. Because the fact is, men rappers are so often expected to cheat that when they don't cheat, they literally use that as their brand. Imagine your brand being that you don't cheat on your spouse, that you don't cheat on your girlfriend. Imagine your brand being fidelity. But you don't have to imagine because we had Remy Ma and Papoose, whose whole thing was black love and black excellence and loyalty, and he was holding her down. And then, of course, we also have Gucci Mane and his wife, and their entire relationship is now being dissected on TikTok. Respectability politics plays a large part in what a lot of men and women feel that Megan Thee Stallion deserves and or should deserve. A lot of bitter men and women who want to uphold having low standards, they feel that Megan shouldn't be allowed to move like a man. She shouldn't be allowed to date like a man. She shouldn't be allowed to have that many options. She shouldn't be allowed to just pop out with another hotter, richer guy, one after the other. A lot of people feel like she's too tall, she's too dark, and girl, she's not even dark. She's brown skin. She's brown skin, right? Like she's loud and confident about her sexuality. She takes ownership over her body. And let us not forget her most egregious crime. She caused a great black man to get locked up, and even worse, she doesn't feel bad about it. She just moved on with her life. All these things make a lot of grown men and grown women feel that Megan doesn't deserve a seemingly, because again, I don't know this man, a seemingly genuine, great, nice guy who also has very deep pockets. And I honestly think that a lot of people hate Megan Thee Stallion for the same reasons they hate Lori Harvey. Now, Lori Harvey may not be out here singing Pop Your Kitty for Your Man, but she does keep popping out with very well known rich black men in Hollywood. Girl, she just keeps collecting these men like infinity stones. Like she puts them on her arms and she's like, okay, this is cute. Actually, this looks quite nice. I think I'll keep him around for a while. You know, he matches my bag, he matches my car. And after the relationship has run its course, she's like, okay, I'm done now. Like it's all so delicious. Colorism definitely plays a part in what a lot of people in the black community think certain black women deserve. Lori Harvey is a light skinned woman. Background is another factor that plays into what people in the black community think that black women deserve. Lori grew up very well off in the precious, perfect two-parent household. And yet, the fact that she's not somebody's single mother or she hasn't married someone really pisses people off. Like, you have to really think about it. One of her parents is very, very, very wealthy. She grew up in a two-parent household, because they always brag about, they never stop talking about the importance of a two-parent household. She has the skin tone that is propped up. She has the good hair, and yet people don't like that she has had many boyfriends. I remember, was it like 2022 when so many grown men living in their mama's basements were just calling her and then someone even started a really nasty rumor about her sleeping with one guy and his son, like one celebrity and his son. I didn't believe the rumor, but even if she did, what about it? That's not going to change the fact that if she gave you a chance, you would take it. You still want her. That didn't change anything. So how you hating from outside the club and you can't even get in? And usually I do not quote Chris Brown lyrics. I am not a fan of his, but I think that is a very accurate description of what is going on with Lori Harvey. I honestly feel like a lot of men's spirits won't feel at peace, won't feel rested until Lori becomes a single baby mama. And let's say that does happen. Do you really think being a single mother, do you really think being someone's baby mama is going to stop Lori? You think she not finna pop out with yet another rich, wealthy man? And I bet you, if Lori were to ever become someone's baby mama, and she did probably pop out with another rich, successful man, men would have yet another reason to crash out on the internet. But she's a single mother. Her market value has gone down. This is not how it's supposed to go. If if you genuinely think like this,
You serious?
honestly, a lot of you just need to accept the fact that there are women out here that are just drop dead gorgeous. Like, we have real life walking Charlie's Angels among us. Like, maybe they can do the cool acrobat stuff, but there are women out here who are incredibly hot and incredibly smart. And a lot of grown men and women, boys, girls, and non binary folks, honestly, all of you just need to get over it. Please, in the coming new year, let's go of respectability politics, because honestly, it just makes you angry and bitter. It leaves you feeling like you are entitled to certain things and other people don't deserve the things that they have, that they're getting. And that's just not a way to walk through life.